Welcome to another session of Coffee Coaching. I'm Andrea Sittig-Rolf, Chief Blitzmaster and CEO of Sittig Incorporated and creator of the Blitz Experience. There are several different levels of referrals I will address for today's tip. Ultimately, we want to work towards leveraging a specific type of referral relationship to gain the most effective strategy when developing new business. First, sometimes confused with a basic referral, is what is better known as a lead. The difference here is that while a basic referral indicates a close personal relationship and the ability to use the name of the person who referred you when contacting this new prospect, a lead is simply information that your referral source has shared with you. For example, if I shared information with you about an opportunity to sell your products and services to a client of mine and told you to use my name as a reference when making contact, that's a basic referral. However, if I simply shared the information with you that there was an opportunity to sell your products and services to a client of mine, but did not allow you to use my name as a reference, that's a lead. Obviously, in this case, a basic referral is better than a lead. Another type of referral is what's known as the personal introduction. The difference here is that while a basic referral allows you to use the name of the person who referred you when contacting the prospect, a personal introduction means your referral source is going to make contact with the prospect for you on your behalf, which is even better than a basic referral. So to recap, we have 3 levels of referrals: a lead, a basic referral, and a personal introduction. It should now be clear that the type of referral you want to focus on is the personal introduction, because not only is it the most effective strategy when developing a new business, it's more closely tied to your referral source and to the entire sales process for this particular prospect. Let me show you what I mean. Recently, I was personally introduced to a prospect in the banking industry. My referral source spoke with the prospect before introducing me to tell her about my sales training program. The prospect was interested in hearing more, so my referral source scheduled a time for the 3 of us to meet for coffee. Not only did my referral source introduce me to the prospect, she then proceeded to rave about the results of my program and what it had done for other clients. After the initial meeting, the prospect wanted more information about the specifics of the program, so we met at her office where I could present the details of our program. She then requested a proposal based on her specific needs that I presented a few days later. A day or so after sending the proposal, I followed up by sending an email to the prospect, but I didn't get a response. Then a few days later, I called and left a voicemail message. Still no response. Okay, so here's the kicker. My next move was to contact my referral source and bring her up to speed as to the status of where I was with this prospect that she had introduced me to. Without even having to ask for her help, she offered to find out more and get back to me. Turns out the prospect was in fact planning to retain my services for training, but needed to run it by one more person in the office before signing the contract and issuing a check for the deposit. She hadn't responded to me yet because she didn't have a definitive answer on whether or not she was ready to move forward. The call from my referral source to the prospect acted as a reminder that the prospect needed to get back to me. Without me having to call the prospect again, she called me to tell me the good news. She was ready to sign on the dotted line and issue a check for the deposit. The point is that by keeping my referral source in the loop during the sales process, especially when I felt stuck, not only was she appreciative to know that I had followed through with the referral she gave me, she was generous enough to offer to help me close the deal. Oftentimes, just by sharing with your referral source the status of the progress you've made with a particular prospect to whom you've been introduced, you will inspire your referral source to help you throughout the entire sales process. So now your question is probably, okay, great. Personal introduction referrals are the best, but how do I get more of them? Okay, the next time you get a lead or a basic referral from a referral source, simply thank them and then ask the question, would you mind introducing me to the prospect? Simple, I know, but just try it and see what happens. Thanks for watching. Join us for another edition of Coffee Coaching.